Hi, and welcome to another Hey! My pants are falling down. That's not making for good TV. This is a family show. Hi, and welcome back to another installment of Cookin' Chris's Dishes, where I, the good old boy, will be cooking recipes from recipesthatcrock.com. That is my wife's cooking blog, where we have over 250 recipes on the blog so far, and more are a-coming like today, because we got up late. It's Saturday, and we love sleeping in, and, well, we slept in so much that we missed breakfast. We went straight to lunch, but breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So we decided to have Brenner. Brenner, you say? Why, yes, Brenner. That is breakfast for dinner.
Or brupper.
Or brupper. Brupper?
Breakfast for supper.
Breakfast for supper. Hey, leave me a comment down below. The last meal of the day, do you call it dinner or do you call it supper? It's a huge debate in my in-laws' house. But either way, we're going to have Brenner. Winner, winner. Breakfast for dinner. And here we go. All I'm going to do is I'm going to make simply, what am I making? I forgot what I was making. So breakfast for dinner at our house is simply going to be biscuits and gravy tonight. And we're going to make it in a crock pot. Actually, a Ninja cooking system. It's a slow cooker. And it goes a little something like this. You take 1 pound of sausage. You need a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, 2.5 cups of milk, 3 tablespoons of flour. That's it. Now, my slow cooker has been on high. This is a slow cooker that will fry things. It will warm things. It'll slow cook. It'll fast cook. It's like an itty-bitty oven sitting on the stove or on the counter here. And I've got it set on the stovetop section, the stovetop reading of the Ninja on high. So it's like cooking it on high in a skillet, and just touch the top of that lid, and I can tell you it's hot. So let's begin. Take your pound of sausage and toss it in the slow cooker. It's going to sizzle. It's going to sizzle. Just like that. And now, just cook it down. Take my handy dandy mix and chop. Absolutely love this thing. And I want to brown up my sausage. Just like this. Now, honey, would you like big chunks or little chunks of sausage in your gravy tonight?
I don't like it all chewed up for me. I would prefer big chunks.
Big chunks it is. We'll do it just a little bit more, and that's it. Now we'll just stir it up until it all, and we just flung sausage everywhere. Dog's gonna love me today. Go to a spoon. You get all your sausage all browned up. If you were going to have breakfast for dinner, what would you want to have? Some people say eggs. I know when I was a kid, my mom would make pancakes and bacon. Sometimes my dad would leave the house and like go on an overnight fishing trip. And I was too young to go, so my mommy would make pancakes, homemade pancakes with bacon, and then the syrup that she would use was not store-bought. What she would do is she would take 1 cup of brown sugar, dark brown sugar, and 1 cup of water and bring it to a boil. So it was really runny, really watery, but it soaked into those pancakes that she would cook on a cast iron skillet with butter, and so the edges would get all crispy, and then she'd pour that syrup over the top of them, and it'd soak right in, and so it was really, really sweet and buttery. The best. I have yet to have better pancakes than my mom's. Cracker Barrel, y'all come close. Y'all come real close, but my mom's will always be the best. But isn't that the case with everything, though? I mean, nobody makes it like Mom does. I know that's what my daughter thinks. And yeah, I'm hoping that scored me some brownie points. But speaking of brownie points, it looks like the point of this sausage is to brown it, and we have pretty much done that. So now we will add our 3 tablespoons rather of flour and just put it over the top of the sausage and then stir it up real good. You want to make sure that all of the sausage gets covered up by the flour. Get everything coated, and you'll see how it kind of makes a little bit of a coating on the top of the flour. And then continue to let that cook for a little bit. What you're wanting to do is you're wanting to cook the flour. Because if I put the flour on it now, and then put the milk in and cook it down, it will thicken the gravy. It will thicken up and turn into gravy, but it's also going to have that flour taste to it. So you want to keep it on high and cook this for a couple minutes.
Now, if they didn't have a slow cooker like that, they could be doing this on the stove, right?
Right. I mean, and that's what I'm showing, that you can do this in a slow cooker. All you're doing is adding heat to something to cook it up. And I'm choosing to do it all in one convenient little package. And the best part about doing this in a slow cooker, I think, is transport. What if you're cooking breakfast for somebody else? What if you're going to cook breakfast for, let's say, a work pitch-in or a church pitch-in or something like that? There's an alarm going off. What's that for?
Bacon.
Oh, that's right, because I'm making bacon. Alexa, stop. So I'm going to let that continue to cook just a little bit longer. Whilst I check on my bacon.
Might turn on the vent.
Woo! Yeah, I would say so. Okay, so I just flipped my bacon real quick because I wanted to have bacon with my
And that may be why it's a
biscuits
little
and gravy.
smoky, if they can tell.
It's a little smoky. When you bake bacon, there's a good possibility you're going to get a little smoke in the house. But now my sausage is all cooked up with the flour in it. And now I will take my 2.5 cups of whole milk. And put it right in there. Just like that. Give it a little bit of a stir. Make sure everything gets all mixed up there with the milk. I will add a little bit of salt, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a bit of black pepper. And stir it up. And what we'll do is bring this up to a boil until the milk thickens up and actually turns into the gravy we want to use. Like I was saying before, if you do this in a slow cooker, you can then transport it wherever you want. Or let's say you make a big batch. Let's say I doubled the batch of this and you wanted to save it. You just put the slow cooker on, put the lid on the slow cooker and put it in the fridge. Don't have to worry about dirtying up another dish.
Or if they don't have something like that, they can make it on the stove and then put it in the slow cooker to keep warm at work.
Yeah, you could just put it. I do that all the time. I've got the little mini slow cooker. I know y'all saw before, that little mini crock pot warmer, and take it into work.
But you're not taking this into work.
No, no, they can't have my gravy. It's my gravy. So we're going to continue to just let this thicken up, cook the milk down. You can see the steam coming off of it. That's all you're doing, is you're making a reduction. It's thickening up, the steam's coming off, which means the water is leaving the milk, and it will thicken up. We say the term thicken up because when you say we're going to dry it out, it doesn't sound as good. And we'll just keep stirring up the gravy. And we will speed this part of it up so that you're not just sitting there watching me stir gravy, because you know what the old saying is. Watched gravy never thickens.
Is that the old
Or
saying?
something like that. Entertain you while we speed up the tape so that you don't have to wait as long as what I do to eat this gravy.
And he's really grumpy and hungry.
I'm hangry. I'm hangry. I haven't ate we ate lunch today, but then I didn't have anything for breakfast. I haven't had anything the rest of the day, and I'm getting hangry. Do you ever get hangry? You ever get that feeling like you want to eat somebody's foot if you don't get to eat something soon? I feel that way right now. So, ooh, hey, look. Ooh, do you see that? Do you see the magic? Without even speeding up the tape.
Oh, I bet
it's starting to thicken up.
The tape.
Yeah, I'm probably still going to speed up the tape because this is the longest part. Of course, you know, Tom Petty said that was it. The waiting is always the longest part.
My goodness, is this the song trivia version?
It is. Now I'm getting gravy on me. Oh, that tastes like shirt. So, if you look, ta-da, the gravy is done. It's thickened up. And I like my gravy a little runny because I like it to go all over the biscuits. If you want it a little thicker, just cook it a little longer.
So how long do you think that you can keep that in the crock pot before it?
I would say if you put it on the low setting, the warm setting, I wouldn't keep it on a high setting, and I wouldn't slow cook it at all. Whatever your lowest setting is, it'll just keep it warm is what you're going to want to do, because the water is going to continue to evaporate.
So it'll probably get thicker.
Oh, it's going to get a lot thicker, and if you don't stir it, it's going to turn into a rock, and nobody likes to eat a rock. So I would put it on low. I would think you could keep it that way for a couple, 3 hours if you keep stirring it.
Like
and
work and stuff.
Yeah, if you're at work and you're doing a breakfast or whatever or if you're weird like me and you brought this in for lunch. But here's a tip. Take a little big jug of milk with you and pour it in there and kind of stir it back up. And it'll thin it out a little bit. But now, my gravy is done. And since I am not taking this into work, and I am going to eat this right now, I'm just going to shut off my Ninja. Wow. Alright, let me grab a bowl real quick to put this in so I'm not dumping everywhere. And now, you're going to see a large amount of smoke. No matter what you see, do not call the fire department. If you see me catch on fire, you call the fire department. But you guys, just know you're safe. I'm going to turn the fan on now.
Actually, that wasn't very...
Wow, that was anticlimactic, wasn't it? There's a lot less smoke.
Compared to last time.
And my bacon is done. And shut this off in there.
I hope the biscuits don't smoke.
No, yeah. So now our biscuits are done. Our bacon is done. Our plate's done. You can grab a fork. And I'm gonna grab me a couple pieces of bacon first. I don't know about you, but bacon is my favorite. I'd eat bacon with anything. Except pie. I don't think I can eat bacon with bacon
You
in
don't
pie
like
though.
bacon in your gravy though.
Oh no, I don't like bacon in my gravy. That's for sausage. Bacon. Ooh, maybe we could do like a apple pie with bacon in it. I put bacon in my mom's pecan rolls, and they're good. Bacon can go in just about anything, and it's definitely going to go in me. So I will grab a biscuit, crack that sucker open. Now this is the way a lot of people do it. They like to break a biscuit open and then pour their gravy on top. Not me. I like to tear my biscuits up. Just like that. Because now they're already in bite-sized pieces. You've already done the work of making the gravy. You don't need to do all the work of cutting up your food. You just need to eat it. In my humble opinion. So now that bacon's all thickened up, and we'll put it over the top of the biscuits. And then I'm going to show you a secret ingredient that I put on my biscuits and gravy. Let me get this out of the way because you don't want to see this.
I can hardly wait.
Oh, the anticipation. I don't eat my biscuits and gravy just like this. I put one more thing on top of my biscuits and gravy. Raspberry jelly. You think that's weird? My brother puts applesauce on his pizza. So I don't feel so weird about putting jelly on my biscuits and gravy. So I'll stir that up. And you don't need a lot. You definitely don't need a lot of jelly on there. Just enough just to kind of drizzle on there like that. Almost looks like an abstract piece of art.
The rest of the family does not do this.
No. Miss Ad thinks that's okay, but to me this is the way to go. Now, slow cooker gravy for your biscuits. Are you jelly? You see what I did there? That's pretty good.
I saw it.
Let's try that out. That's good. That is super good. Oh, that is good. Slow cooker, gravy for biscuits and gravy. Toss your biscuits in the oven. While you toss your biscuits in the oven, cook up your gravy. Should be done about the same time. I was doing bacon at the same time I was doing it, and it was really good. So, I want to thank you guys again for watching another episode of Cookin' Chris's Dishes. Sorry, like I said, I haven't eaten all day, so I'm going to do this while I'm saying goodbye. We want to thank you guys for watching another episode of Cookin' Chris's Dishes. And if you like what you see, give us a like. If you want to subscribe over to our channel, it is youtube.com/MikeyGood. Also, give us a like on Facebook at Recipes That Crock, and also at Good Old Tunes by Good Old Boy. That's me. Over on Facebook. And we thank you guys for watching. We'll keep cooking, you keep watching, and all will be well. Thanks. I should have made some eggs to go with this too.